Hey guys, welcome back. Sandbox Quint here from Sandbox Podcast. Going to be streaming a little bit more Everquest Next Landmark. It seems to be running a lot better today than it was last night for me. Even while streaming, I don't know, for some reason I was running at 100% CPU usage last night. Today, I am only at about 50%. My frame rate is much better. Everything seems quite a bit better. Still a little bit laggy, but it's not as bad as it was. I'm actually able to run with some settings up. So anyways, this is kind of my little slice of heaven on top of a hill here. I've just started building a little bit of walls here. It takes a lot of stone to do this. Each block, it's about that big, and that takes about 200 stone each. It looks good. I've also started doing a little bit of tunneling here underneath, so I'm not really sure what I've got planned. I'm just gonna kind of run with it and see how it goes. I'm curious to see what Coolit, who's one of my co-hosts for the Sandbox Podcast, has going on in his place. He was, last night when we streamed this, he was building a spot right down there, but he has since moved. He wanted to have his place up on the side of the mountain here, so we'll go check that out. And again, this is alpha. It's as far as I know, it's not very GPU optimized. It's still very CPU intensive, so that explains the lag. Like I said, it's not as bad as last night, but it's alpha, you know. What can you do? You gotta try this game out early. It's awesome. I think one of the coolest features as far as this goes is the whole flipping and rolling and all that stuff. The way you slide down hills like you're snowboarding. The terrain, I mean, that's one thing that most games take for granted, is the fact that, your feet, how they react to the world beneath you. Most games, you're just standing still. Even if you're hanging off the side of a mountain, you guys still standing straight with one foot in the air. Whereas here, just like that, And the only other game that I see kind of do that is Guild Wars 2 did a really good job of that. It's it's the little details that make a game really awesome. Of course, they didn't have as much of a reactive sense to the world as this one. I mean, this one, you do these little parkour tricks. You jump over rocks. He kind of bounces off of them. Doing little sideways flips and stuff. It's kind of like the first time I rolled a night elf in World of Warcraft. I was obsessed with just running and jumping, because I would try to chain my flips and see how many flips I could get in a row, and I think the highest I ever got was like 8 or 9, but it's just some weird little distraction that made the game a little bit more fun. Okay, let's see. Here's Coolid's place. Chopped it out of the side of the mountain there. Still got some stuff floating up there. He's got to clean that up. Yeah. He's got the crafting stations going here. Not a whole lot of progress, though, since he started last night. So, what I'm going to try to do is I need to get to... See, I'm on a tier 2 world. I need to get to tier 1. I got to get some tin. I got to get some copper. And I need to start making myself some crafting stations. So put it up on my house. I think this is going to be a phenomenal game when it finally is released, full version, fully optimized. I just am really excited to see how this all turns out. The level of freedom that they give you for, you know, world building and you know, changing the terrain and all that stuff is just, it's unlike any game. I mean, you know, as a sandbox gamer, there's all these games that we've been hoping to have. You know, Life is Feudal. That's one game that we were looking at that is supposed to have an awesome world building simulator in it. Like, I forget what the actual term is that they use for it, but you know, just the ability to shape the world and to create, change the things around you. What is going on here? This is on my land. If I could light that torch up. There we go. So that's my spot right down in there. And this bigger spot is like my don't crowd my space area. So someone probably just owns this part up here. I think it's in tiers too. So if you're like above where my land is, you can actually put a place up here and claim a spot. So he's technically, this guy is above my big square. He's out of my range, so he can build up here. That's a cool little spot he's got himself, top of this hill. Kind of reminds me of a dark portal in Minecraft. Just to give you an idea of as far as my specs go on my computer, I'm running a quad-core i7 processor, 3.4 gigahertz. So, you know, it's not no joke. It's just really CPU intensive. So, graphics card is a GTX 470. That'll be my next upgrade. I'd like to do some SLI, get a couple of video cards, some good ones, and tag them together eventually. Let's see what this guy's got going on here. It's a nice little build. What is this? The vault. Oh man, you can create yourself a little bank. That's awesome. What's that? Crafting station. It's like tailored clothes or something. That's awesome. Built through the wall. It's good ideas, man. Some people in this game are so creative in the way they think. That's awesome. See where I am. Where am I going here? I need to get to the center of the map, which is right there. So I need to go northeast. Even though they don't have a mini map in game right here, I would love to at least have a compass, just so I can know my direction I'm running. If this is the graphical style they're going to be going for EverQuest Next as well, I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, it's very cartoony looking. EverQuest 2 went the ultra realistic look, and I really like the way EverQuest 2 looks. But stuff like this, I mean, this design right here, this doesn't get old. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what they were planning on doing for Kingdoms of Amalur. Copernicus, the MMO version of that game, had a very artistic style that was very similar to this. Some people don't like it. I like it. I think it looks good. It's really hard to make a game like this look dated, unless we come out with some sort of really high quality virtual reality simulation or something like that, which, we're probably a good 10 years off from that. Even with the Oculus Rift and things like that coming out. I'll just be waiting for the Matrix. Just plug me in. Definitely is a trek to get to that center of the island, though. It's a lot of running. It'll be better once they get mounts in. Supposedly that's coming, so. Let's go check out this guy's house over here. This is really nice. See all of these different styles of brickwork in it, it's all in here. You go here to the stone, boom, all these different designs. So you can do like the polished granite, which is actually reflective, shiny. What I'm using on my house is the, I think it was the small granite brick for mine. Very castle-y looking. I think it's something similar to up there, maybe. I don't know, that looks different though, because mine is all very even-sized brick pattern. This must be worked stone slab. That's what that looks like. So, which is cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Some good design work. It's going to be really interesting. Oh yeah, he's got his little crafting station right outside. It's awesome. It's going to be interesting to see in a couple months, after people really get used to how everything in this game works and start unlocking all the different tools and stuff that you can use. Some of the designs that's going to come out of here is going to be really, really good, I think. Some of that sliding down the mountain. It's awesome. Just skiing all the way down. I think more games need to take a cue from this. It just makes running through the world so much cooler. Alright, here comes the big lag. Oh wow. Now see, this guy has got prime location right there. Look at that. That's awesome. It's good work. So every time you come, in the center of the map where the spires are, that's where the initial crafting station is. So I need to see right here what I have to do. I want to build myself a workstation. Well, I can make a lot of stone picks, but I don't need that. I think, yeah, see, my founder's pick is better than this one. So crafting stations, here we go. So I need some ingots here, copper, tin, and elemental copper, and wood, logs. Oh wow, this requires a lot of stuff. Yeah, I've got enough stone for that. I don't have enough elemental copper, and I need copper ingots for a stone forge. What's a marble forge? Now this, okay, so that's some serious business right here. That's some high level stuff. Building tool. What else we got here? Selection tool. Delete tool, heal tool, add tool. So I have these three already. The selection tool, I think, allows you to create more, like you can lay down like a big row of bricks at once instead of having to do one block at a time, as far as I can tell. Okay, so right now the goal is to get some of this guys right here. Copper, elemental copper. So for that I have to go to tier 1. So let's do this. Hop on over Serenity. Let's go to Drift. I want to go down a little bit. I want to go to a world that's not as packed. So hopefully something towards the bottom. Load up. Come by. Fuel for the fire. Energy. One thing that I have to really say about SOE is I love the fact of how transparent they are trying to be with this game and moving forward. I mean, they've come a long way as a game company. John Smedley, who's the CEO for Sony Online Entertainment, he's just, if you follow him on Twitter, he's just out there. He really speaks his mind. He's like the Dana White of the video game industry. I don't know if any of you follow UFC, but Dana White's the CEO for that company. He's very outspoken. John Smedley's great. He wants everything of this to be just open and transparent. He wants people to really know what's going on. That's why he's not shy at all about, allowing, even though this is alpha, it's early alpha, and he's still just allowing people to come in and try the game out and stream it and take pictures and screenshots and all that, and he, just doesn't care. Okay, so that's not letting me do that there. So let's move on out of here. Let's find some good copper. I gotta get out into the hills or something. Oh no. Interesting. On the YouTube video or the last stream we did last night with me and Coolit, we got a comment from someone on YouTube saying that, one of the things they hope is that, they don't want Everquest Next, I assume they were talking about, the lore and the world of that to be contaminated by crazy designs that people make in this game and then port over there to sell on the marketplace, on the station cash shop. And one thing, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I really think that it's going to go the way of the player. What was it? Player Studio. That's what it's called. That's the words I was thinking of. To where you create a design for Player Studio, and then from there, the Sony Online Entertainment devs will have to approve whatever you make, and then hang on one second. They would have to approve it, and then it goes up for the shop. So they're not going to approve anything that's lore breaking or bad, bad for Everquest Next. I think they know who their fans are and who's playing the games. And, I'm sure in this one you're going to see some crazy designs. I think someone posted a screenshot to my Twitter account yesterday that someone created. It looked like the dog from Duck Hunt. They've made the dog from Duck Hunt sitting there, holding up 2 ducks, and it was good looking. But you won't be seeing any of that stuff in Everquest Next. I can pretty much guarantee that. I think they're going to be very serious about the lore of that game. Okay, I am going to relog because I'm bugged. So. Alright, let's take a look. Oh no, I lost my gear. Let's see what we got in here. Character, inventory, gear's gone. Oh well. That is a weird bug. I wonder if there's a bug command. What would I categorize this bug as? User interface problem? No, that's user interface text. Cosmetic? Claims, character trait, building audio. Harvesting server. Okay. Well, let's just do UI. That's funny. Sci-Fi Channel SYFY has got me confused about spelling sci-fi. That's it, and it was no longer in my inventory. Submit. There we go. That's why we are in alpha. Find these bugs and report them. Knock these guys out. Okay. Let's see here. See if I can get back to what I was doing. Oh no. There we go. There we go. One thing I kind of miss from this is that, you know, I like it's nice to have the freedom of the ability to kind of move the mouse around and all that, but I kind of like the locked in mouse mode view of like Minecraft or even Terra Online has, you know, I think more games need to utilize that locked in mouse view. Make it almost like a third person shooter style movement. At least give the option for it, you know? So I'm not always stuck holding down right click. Good, get some elemental copper out of here. That's what I like. That's what I need. Look at this, man. You could just hack yourself right into a little hole in the wall on the side of the mountain and just get what you need out of here. This game is just ridiculously addicting. Oh, nice. Just struck a tin vein too. What's this purple stuff here? What do we got? Just shadow, maybe? Lighting? I think so. All I'm getting is dirt. But there's a little bit of tin left in here, so we'll hack this out. We've got a little spike right here on the top of that guy. If this purple is supposed to be something, but it's not giving me anything. So, alright, let's get out of here. Oh, no. There we go. And on to the next one. I mean, holy smokes, man. That's just... See off in the distance here? Is this just a mountaintop covered in tin? I'm gonna have to head over there because it's, or not tin, but copper. Look at this. You can just see, and some of this is like a bug. Like once you get closer, it covers up and just looks like grass. You can see just a little bit, but as you're far away, it kind of gives you an idea of where the big veins are. Like if you look off in the distance here, there's just a huge belt of copper all up there. See, look right there. Now the rest of the world just pinged in, and now it just looks like little areas covered up. You know. So I'm gonna head to where I saw that big spot over there. Put that away. Hey, my gear came back. Sweet. Although it's not on me. Okay, that's really annoying. Looks like we're loading some content right here, which is what's causing that little patch of glitch right there. I'm also going to chop some trees down once we get up here. Be able to see how that looks. It's pretty cool. Loading up some world resources. Just let that do its business really quick. Oh, look at that. And we just covered up our node here. So let's just chop it here and see if we can dig that up. Let's go to the first person. I'm getting some stone and dirt. Not necessarily hitting the copper though. So I wonder if it was never really there to begin with, or if when the rest of the world loaded up, they just took it away, and I got loaded to another instance where it was no longer there. I'm not sure, because there was one right over here too, which I don't see anymore. So let's take a look back this way. Moving my eyes from this spot of copper up here. Let's just get up there and see what we get. Yep, we're here. Okay. I think they need to work on their first person aspect a little bit. It seems a little bit close. Alright. Oh. There we go. That's better. Nice. Get some essence of earth. So as you're mining out these regular nodes, you get rares, and they pop up as little blue things in the chat window. Elemental tin, elemental copper, essence of earth. All these things are used for certain recipes. It's going to be interesting to see once they get the actual combat and stuff built into this game. I don't know if it'll be like Minecraft where, you know, all the monsters come out at night, or, you know, hopefully there'll be some reason to actually kind of build up your home to be defensive, you know, where you don't want things getting in there to jack you up when you're just sitting there trying to craft and stuff, you know. Yeah, there we go, some tin. Let's chop on that for a sec. Finish up the rest of this copper here. Got that. Boom. It's just awesome how you can just kind of bore out and shape. It almost makes me wish my character was a dwarf, a little bit shorter. Kind of dig through this stuff a lot easier. Don't have to make such big tunnels in the side of the mountain. Just make my way through. Actually, I don't even know if they're planning on adding other races to Landmark. I mean, as far as I know, it might just be humans only. I know Everquest Next is supposed to have a bunch of different races. So, come on, stop. There we go. Got myself a foothold. Hit a little bit of a coal vein too right here with this copper. It's good. Coal's for making torches and stuff. If you saw at the beginning of my stream, I built some torches and set them up on top of my walls there. Keep my area lit up. Yeah, it seems like every good copper vein has a little tin vein attached to it, so usually a lot less tin than copper, which, you know, kind of makes sense. I think tin is going to end up being a little bit more of the rare. Oh, guys, nice, got a couple elemental tin right there. One thing that I want to make note of is if you get into this alpha, one of the first things that you see when you hop on the screen is Smoke Jumper, Dave Georgeson, he's kind of like the head of the whole EverQuest department in SOE. He basically sat there and recorded a video that you have to sit there and watch for like 5 minutes, talking about what it means to be in an alpha and what to expect and what your job as an alpha tester is, which I think more games should utilize that sort of thing and benefit from it. That way you don't get a bunch of the rage and blowback that happens all too often when people get into betas and just assume that that's supposed to be the game. This is all a test. This is all people getting in there, messing with it, trying to break the game, find the bugs, do all that. It's going to be laggy. It's going to be buggy. It's going to be very incomplete. There's a lot of features that this game is lacking right now. You can't even, there's no groups, there's no party system, there's no friend system to your house, anything like that. And I'm sure all of that is coming, but it's really important to remember when you're playing an alpha or a beta that that's exactly what it is. You're there to test it, and it's have fun, play the game early, all that stuff, but don't rage because the game's laggy. That's like the worst thing ever. It just is what it is. Alright, that was cool. That was right on the surface there. Let's see how much I've got here. I've got 2,000 copper. Tin. Now how do I see? Okay, my inventory. Maybe? I don't know where my elemental stuff goes. Stone, earth, copper. Iron ore. Got some of these things, flax. Elemental copper, 28. There we go. Plain wood plank. I'll just mine up this node real quick right here because it's very shiny. So some tin. Let's bore this out and then I'll head back to the crafting station, see if I've got what it takes to build me a forge or something. A little bit of tin left under here buried. The good thing about this elemental, or not the elemental, but the founder's pickaxe here, is that it allows you to chop wood and ore. See? It works for both. And I think that regular pickaxes don't. So what you're seeing at the top of the screen, that's like the health bar of the tree, and when that runs out, the tree's out of wood. But it also does something really cool that most games don't have. I think maybe the only other game I saw it in was Vanguard, but the tree is gone. Let's go take out this big tree. Let's see if we can do that. Maybe this guy will have a ton of wood. Let's do this. Oh, don't know if I can take out that guy. Too big. Let's chop this guy down though. Unless I could be lagging out a little bit. Let's try this guy out. Nope. Could be lagging. I think I'm lagging out. Alright. Quick relog. Chop some wood. Get back to the spires in the center. Create myself a crafting station. Get back to my house. And that'll be about it. See if I log in and I don't have my stuff again. Yep. Gearless. Alright, well, let's do this. Zoom out. Let's bust this tree down. Nope. No good. Let's try this little guy. So we can hack him down. There we go. I'm just gonna keep swinging on that guy till he blows up. There we go. Chopping trees. It's pretty awesome. And can't swing. Okay, well. Whatevs. Let's get to the center. I think I'm going the right way. Take a look here. Yep. Perfect direction. One good thing about, where my house being on a tier 2 level is that, once we get past all this tier 1 stuff, that's going to be a good spot to be for a while. Eventually, I'll probably pack up shop and try and find a home on a tier 3 shard. You kind of want to be where your main resources are, because it's a long run to get, to and from the spires and then back out to your house. And you have to keep running around and finding all that stuff, so. Oh. Gotta head south. Alright, let's see if I got enough to make me a crafting station. Come on. Oh, man. No. What do I need here? Oh, okay. I need ingots. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Metal. Copper ingot. Let's do this. Let's make all 28 of these guys. I can make tin ingots. I can't make iron ingots, but that's fine. I'll probably go ahead and do that while I'm here anyways. Make 9 of these dudes. Boom. Done crafting. There we go. Stoneforge. Make one of these guys. Alright. That should be in my inventory now. There it is. So, let's go ahead and head back home. So I'm on Serenity, and I'm on... Headland. There it is. Bradboo 11, I didn't see you enter the chat room, but hey, if you're still there, what's up, man? For some reason, my chat viewer list is not loading on Twitch. It's just okay. Let's see. Now I need to remember where the heck. Okay, there it is. So. That way. Oh, now check that out. See, this is awesome. See, I think what I would like to try and build is, you know, back when I played Ultima Online, I always wanted a large tower to have, and I never was able to acquire one of those. I've had some really nice houses in Ultima Online, but as far as like the big castles and stuff goes, I mean, I never wanted a castle. An actual castle in Ultima. I always felt like they were too narrow. There wasn't a lot of space in them. It was just hallways and stuff. The keeps were awesome because they were like a big fortress. But the large towers were always the coolest. They're just like 4 or 5 stories, or I think they're 4 stories of just monstrous, you know, space, and they look real menacing, and they're just really tall. That's kind of what I want to try and build in this game. I want to recreate that large tower from Ultima Online. I'm not a very creative person, so I have to take a lot of inspiration from other things when it comes to games like this and Minecraft and stuff. Halfway there. Alright, I can see my mountain over there. Thanks to the guy who built the Minecraft Dark Portal Tower up on top of that little spire. And then if you're curious about playing this game, don't be distracted by the amount of lag that you're seeing me experience run through here. Whenever I'm not streaming, I get hardly any lag at all. It's just the Open Broadcaster software. When I stream, it takes up about 50% of my CPU usage, and naturally Everquest Next takes about the other 50%. So when I run them both together, I'm like really bogging my system down. I'm trying to figure out ways I can fix that, but it seems to be only with this one. Like I said, I can stream Terra at really high resolutions and high graphics and all that, and it streams a solid, very smooth 30 frames a second. Same with like Skyrim and all that. So it's just, it's an alpha build on this game, and it's just really CPU intensive. It hasn't really been optimized for graphics cards. I'm sure once they do that, it will work really well. But the only amount of lag I ever get anyways is just running through the hills and things like that when things are loading. Once I get to my place, it'll lag a little bit, but as long as I'm not running around too much, it's not bad. Plus, I think I'm so used to playing games like Mortal Online and really laggy little buggy sandbox games that it doesn't really even bother me anymore. There we go. Almost there. Alright, home sweet home. Alright, so let's see, let me level this out a little bit. Flatten out my land real quick. Hopefully I don't dig into my burrow underneath. So this is really cool how you could just do this. So click. Oops. Didn't want to dig that far out. Well, I guess I got to. So, that's kind of weird. But whatever. I'll rebuild that stuff. I want this to be nice, smooth transition over here. Just flatten out this land here. Whatever. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some. I'm just going to throw some dirt back in here. And so there we go. I'm gonna see if I can try. I'm gonna try something out here. I want to see if I can get that healing tool. Where's this at? There we go. Number 5. This is supposed to heal the land. And let's see what it does here. Oh, check that out. Just pretty much erased my mess up. So let's get back to remove this guy there. Boom. Yeah, right there. Boom. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and throw some blocks in. Let's see. Intricate stone. Let's do a little intricate stone and see how that looks. There we go. I want this to be on top, so let me try to do this. Okay, let me change that to dirt and see what happens here. I'm an idiot. There. Okay. Intricate. Quick. There we go. Yeah, check that out. Very nice. Just the ability, the tools they give you to create in here and to kind of do what you want. I mean, it's awesome. And it's only going to get better as they get feedback and work out the bugs and all that stuff. So there's that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and throw down my dude here. Throw that on number 2. Close that up. Number 2. Let's make that guy so right. Get a nice top-down view. Make sure I'm not putting it in the wall. There we go. Check that out. I got my very own crafting station now. There it is. Next thing I need to build is one of these guys. Let me see. Copper control, copper reinforced saw tack. So this is what I need next. So I've got 9. What don't I have? Oh, the wood. I've got everything else, I just need wood. So there's that. That'll be next time. Alright guys, that's it for now. All finished up. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe and share. I'm going to throw this on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the podcast at sandboxpodcast.com. We're going to be focusing a lot on this game, being that we are about sandboxes, and this is about as sandboxy as it gets. So thanks again, and remember, keep it sandy.